always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Giants and the Panthers. All that and more coming up next.
That's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the New York Giants. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it. Sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers for him from a week ago: 22 carries, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Foul. Face mask. Defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Now they'll send Boyd in motion left. On this one, that may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. You talk about this Giant defense.
Here we go.
They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Here we go.
They go play action with Burrow. Right back to Pitts again. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down. And Burrow going to throw again. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. are let out there by their mobile quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They juked him, and he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Sliding out of the pocket, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
2nd and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 73 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year, number 6 overall. And the Giants are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. You talk about this Giant defense. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
A little juke, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To the air again, Burrow. And his throw here's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 10 at the 47.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. 7-7, our score after 1. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football in search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Richardson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down per minute and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Now meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Burrow will throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Short throw caught by Pitts. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 30-point line.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 28. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
York able to send this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone structure here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 80 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want to challenge. So the decision to throw out that challenge flag, a good one, as they'll get credited with a completion. They go play action with Richardson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
This is caught. It's Robinson with a Giants touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Giants have moved out in front. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Gay is on for the point after. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was finished up by a touchdown catch from Wan'Dale Robinson. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers about ready to take over. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun. I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
Here we go.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
11, MT. 11, Thomas.
And they go play action now. Burrow. Open man is Fordson. He's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup.
12, 11, mighty. 11, 12, 12.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On one, ready?
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Burrow going to get this out to Boyd on the perimeter. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
It just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you try to have a few men in the box there.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep up the scoreboard here.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
11, mighty.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the 11-yard line.
Here we go.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Gotta go.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. He cannot wriggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Play action. Now Richardson. Here's Chris Olave. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Mustang 19.
Richardson off the play fake. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Richardson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready.
Richardson to throw off play action. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Let's go.
Now a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Richardson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, my, you know that's one that he'll want to have back. I mean, they did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Richardson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this will stay a 4-point game.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Giants offense set to begin this 3rd quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 91 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Richardson on 3rd and short. Escaping the pressure right. He can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partly, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half. Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Short throw caught by Pitts. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Here we go, here we go.
Now it's Burrow. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this is good from 57 yards out. Those bombs away right there. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
2nd down, here's Richardson.
Rolling to his right.
He completes it to Olave.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Richardson going to move him around.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Rocky Ya-Sin there to make the tackle. The 3rd quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Richardson. Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Let's go.
Richardson looking to throw this.
They'll roll him out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down.
Here's Richardson to throw.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty, and the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Here's Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Now it's Burrow.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this third quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football, and that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead is up to 8. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. For the fourth quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
The Panthers on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is third down and 12.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 42 yards.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
Touchdown, Carolina.
Kyle Pitts
the Panthers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Chris Olave heads back to the field as his guys get set for another possession. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Now they try the right side here. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Ready.
On third down, here's Richardson. Now they go screen. It's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. So the fourth down conversion sets them up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Giants. Jalen Hyatt, 30 yards. And the Giants answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Here we go.
First down. Here's Burrow. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Here we go.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Short throw caught by Pitts. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now Burrow on first down. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
11.
Now Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
11.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Burrow will throw. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off. And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now a 3rd and 6. Now Richardson back to throw it. Hyatt there to grab it. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Here's Richardson. His throw incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. So now the Panthers down 28-21. Just over a minute 40 to play. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing, Burrow. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
11-90.
To throw, Burrow. Complete to Boyd. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll try to draw here with Dobbins. And some strong running. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Burrow. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And
the Giants have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, you can see what they were trying to do, just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time of the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties, you're not going to hold corners with any looks because they know what the situation is, ends up throwing the interception.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
They'll run again. A beautiful fake. And he is going to have a New York first down, and the Giants are going to win the football game.
10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Look at my team. Dragon 60.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses.